And then, man, I mean, what a showdown with UConn and Michigan State. This one, Dan Hurley versus Tom Izzo. This is going to be if this is the matchup here. This is an elite matchup. What are your
They
first thoughts on that?
they're very similar teams. I mean, statistically at least. Michigan State 6-4 in their last 10. UConn 7-3. Michigan State net rank is 11. UConn 10. Um, Record against top 25, just one win off. So they're like right there neck and neck statistically with each other. UConn,
So here, let me put this out here then. One of the things we need to think about, because we are putting together a bracket here, one of the things we need to think about is that usually you don't have back-to-back years where more than two one seeds advance to the Final Four. So we may need to think about what our path is here because I think UConn can beat Duke. I don't think Michigan State can.
I don't think
So if
so
we
either.
want if we want UConn to the final, if we want a not a one seed to the Final Four, UConn is our path forward here.
I mean, I was going to say that UConn will probably squeak this one out and move on. I don't like a 1-2 matchup, but at the same time, this is the best part of the bracket. So I think Duke and UConn are just too good.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. So we're moving UConn on here, and
Although I
then
can see Michigan State winning this game, but I don't necessarily think that Tom Izzo would get that gang going much further.
yeah, but now like we get Duke versus UConn. UConn, I feel like if they've gone this far, I feel like UConn could pull this off. Again, Duke dealing with that injury. Um, Maybe that comes back to bite them once they get tasked with dealing with an elite team like UConn.
Are all four guys like out for an extended period of time, or are they just out the first game or two?
So, Caleb Foster is their main player that got hurt. He is a key piece to the team. They won the ACC tournament without him, but they definitely looked more vulnerable. Florida State nearly took them down in that tournament. They had a last shot of three for some reason when they were down one. Don't know why they did that. But yeah, so that's kind of the situation there with Duke.
Foster expected return April 3rd, which would be around this game.
Yeah, well, no, Elite A is around the end of March, 3/20, 3/29. So if they get to the Final Four, then you have him. So this is really like for Duke to make a championship run. This is the game they have to survive.
Yeah. But I mean, before this, they weren't, judging by the matchups, they weren't necessarily like overly tested either until this matchup.
Yeah,
But can, is Boozer, Boozer's probably the favorite to win Player of the Year, right?
I would say it's pretty close. Yeah.
But I mean, 22.5 points per game in college. That's your entire team, pretty much. So
There's a lot of really good one and done players. UConn, kind of a more experienced squad on their side.
I don't know. I'm okay with UConn upsetting here on the basis that um, Duke is shorthanded, but I don't know. This Duke team just reeks of championship caliber ness.
Absolutely. But hey, if we're to win these challenges that we're a part of, we gotta be bold. I think UConn going to the Final Four is bold.
All right, let's do
All
it.
right,